What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know we get it in, right? In a menudo style and direct fashion, we're going to get straight to the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all so that we are directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate it. So now I wanted to talk about, man, 6 people in the desert, right? The Mojave Desert. Damn. What's really going on? What's the behind the scenes with that? What really happened? It's a mystery. You know, I know they've arrested several people in connection with this case. And if you haven't been keeping up to date on the news, you know, last week they found 6 bodies. It looked like it was a shootout. Something happened. To what degree of happening, I can't call it. But something actually went down in that desert, man. And from what I'm hearing, just like everyone else, I don't have no secret squirrel inside information bullshit. But I kind of just wanted to speak on it and talk about it and get your guys' input. You know, there's a lot of people talking about it could be cartel related, it could be gang related, it could be drug related. I'm hearing that it was a drug deal gone wrong or something to do with weed shops, right? With the weed shop maybe being robbed, maybe people found out about it, they got caught while in the mix, there was a chase. I don't know. What I do know is they arrested several individuals. Now, I was talking to the homeboy, we were discussing this, and I trip out on this. How is it that when all these things happen, they catch these motherfuckers quick? Who killed Biggie, right? Who killed Pac? Other than what Keefe D is saying. It seems like all these cases now, they catch you fast, right? How the fuck does that happen? How do they find 6 bodies in the desert, and all of a sudden they arrest 8 individuals? I don't see how that works out, but it does. Right? Maybe say somebody was saying too much. Whether or not this was a drug-related case, and it does seem that way because that area and the way things were found, it could quite possibly be. Now, I wanted to tell you guys a story about, you know, these weed shops and these weed, where people grow, these grow operations, exactly how dangerous it is. Now, I had a family member that was involved in some type of shit like that, man. And one little thing could get you fucked off. One little thing, could get you towed back. And you have to worry about most of the time, the people you're associating with or dealing with having a big fucking mouth and saying too much, trying to show off or anything like that. I myself have sat down in grow operations. Yes. When I first got out, I was on parole. It's too late now. Can't get me. Catch me if you can, right? I hooked up with somebody that I knew, and I was a sitter, man. I would sit down all day long, play Nintendo, eat Jack in the Box, and just sit in this grow operation. I didn't touch nothing, didn't water no plants, didn't turn no lights on. Everything was on timers. It was all set up, man, and I got paid a certain amount of money every week just to sit down and do a whole lot of nothing. But there was rules in the game. The rules in the game was I was not to invite anybody over. I was not to tell no bitches to come over and kick it. And believe me, man, going 3 months without panoche, it was a bad situation. But you know what I'm saying? I resorted back to Pelican Bay, even though I've never been there. I handled my business. You know, between Jack in the Box sourdough jacks and my hand, I won a little bit. So I understood, you know, these guys that put me in a position and trusted me with their shit. You know, I wasn't supposed to invite no one or tell anyone, and I fucked up. You know, I was talking to this chick, throwback from back before I was in prison. She was like, let me slide through. I was like, yeah, I'm over here. Whoop-de-whoop. I was trying to show off, right? And just like anyone else, you know, stupid. You know, she came in. What is that, right? That's Febreze, right? No, she knew what it was. But she was just there to peel the capboards backwards. She wasn't there to really, you know, but I fucked up. And believe me, my peoples came through and they were like, you had someone here. How do you know? Because I got a little camera here and I seen it. And he was like, I was going to come over and flat blast both of you, but I didn't want to mess up this $3,700 Lynx coat. So instead I chilled. I said, so you see me and her walking in the rain? We were holding hands and I'll never be the same. He said, no, you won't both be the same because you're out of here, right? So he kicked me out of the grow operation. That was my extent there. So I still fucked with him tough. So one day we went out to another spot where he had a grow and he was a family member, close. So when we went there, there was a white cat that was sitting for him that actually had a whole bunch of people in the house just partying, drinking. Man, I never seen nothing like it. This vato went crazy on everybody, right? And I remember when he kicked everyone out, this vato that was staying at the house, he had his own little plant growing. It was an outdoor thing. He had a little purple skunk plant growing, old school. But people that know about skunk know that it ain't around no more. It's hard to get, right? That, cat piss, red hair, all that, right? snatched them. Can I get it? Right? Can I take it? Can I take a shit? I was in that motherfucker wiggling. But I understand how serious it is when it comes to grow operations. How much money is invested. I had a family member as well, man, that got his shit taken down, man. Fools hit his shit, took all his ballasts, all his piping, all his fucking everything. They took it all, right? All his fucking his chemicals, whatever. I know a little bit about a lot of it, but one thing I do know for sure is it gets serious, man. It becomes a game of life or death. So if this situation out there in the desert was related to any type of grow operation and somebody fucking try to backdoor someone or burn them, then I would expect bodies out in the desert. People don't play about that shit. Now, whether it was cartel related, like some people are saying, or gang related, I mean, that all goes, I mean, it could be quite possibly, right? But again, that's none of my business. Whoever was involved or whoever supposedly or allegedly done this, that's not the story. You know, people always want to blame everything on the cartel. They always want to say it was cartel related. Someone got shot in the back of the head. They did it, right? Stop it. Or anytime a Mexican gets caught for stealing a payday candy bar at a fucking 7-Eleven, I think it's from the cartel. Come on now, man. Don't disrespect them vatos. Whatever their shit is they got going on, I'm sure they're not doing crumb shit or bum shit. They're doing big bread shit. They're ahead shit, right? So that's just that. So when I seen this case, it hit national news. Yeah, 6 bodies in the desert. That's a mystery. That's a big deal. Okay? But there's a lot of packages buried in the desert. There's a lot of things that happen. You know, just because you find bodies and it's a shootout, I mean, it was up to the authorities to do the proper investigation, and they obviously did that because they caught these guys pretty fast. My whole story is, how did they catch these guys so fast? Who said what? Were they able to track cars, or what were they able to do? And this is why I tell people, I tell you guys, gente, don't do crime. Not because I don't promote it. Fuck it. If you want to steal fucking whatever you want to steal at Walmart and not pay for it, it's like, yeah, I know where you're headed. It's because you can't get away with anything. See, this isn't like back in my days where you could break into a house or peel someone's shit back and quite possibly get away with it. To me now, crime has to be random. And I'm not trying to glorify crime and say go do it and teach you the ways of doing it. I'm just saying it has to be random. You can't be associated with someone that gets down, because best believe you're on that bucket list. You're on that list to be talked to. You're not getting away with crime anymore. There's too much CCTV, too much cameras, too much rings. I mean, vatos know how your caca smells that don't even live with you. It's a wrap. You know, you got women that all they do all day long, tell me if I'm lying, is watch the ID channel. You ever walked in on your chick and she's watching a fucking show about how to kill your old man? Right? I've seen it plenty of times. My ex was so addicted to, hey, you know, how to kill your husband and cover it up, right? She was in that motherfucker taking notes. I was in that motherfucker nervous, right? Like, God dang, these chicks are serious, right? And every household you go in, everybody wants to watch the next 48. What do you want to do? Sit there and watch vatos telling on their homeboys within 48 hours? Because that's what's happening, right? So people are so interested or vested their time into these crime shows. They know everything already. There's a show out there, man, that'll take you from fucking spot to spot and show you everything this vato did, what he ate, who he boned, you know what I mean? When he fucking was transitioning, growing tits. Everything is going to show you all the way leading right up to the crime. I think it's called Follow This Fucker, right? And they're going to get you on the Follow the Fucker show. So you're not getting away with anything. So it was only a matter of time before they caught these guys. Now, the 3 biggest cases that have been out lately that I've noticed, and everyone always gets busted, was this particular case right here. Now, I'm not saying these guys are guilty or innocent. They're actually innocent to proven guilty, but they got them, right? They got the culprits or who they're focusing on. The other case was with the girl and her old man that got smoked by that father and son team. And then, of course, they arrested the mother later. They caught him quick, right? Why? Because they were on camera, using fucking phones, doing things of that nature. And then the other case, which baffled my mind, was the one in Goshen, the Goshen massacre, where they arrested the 2 norteños for the killing of that southern family and that baby and, of course, that little girl. But you notice how, when it comes to the raza, oh, they got you, homes. If you're Mexican, you're not going to get away. That's it. You're just not, right? But they don't know who killed Biggie. They can't call it who killed Pac. They, you know, there's just certain things that I feel if there's a bigger entity involved, if there's something really behind the scenes, they don't catch them. I was really surprised that they caught Nipsey Hussle's killer, right? Didn't think that was going to happen, but they did. I mean, the vato fucking was just on camera as well. So, You know, this case has baffled people, and there's a lot of people asking me to do something on it, so I felt like, fuck it, I'll take the small channel and flip it. I don't know if it did involve marijuana. I don't know if it was something planned or executed, but obviously there were some people mad at some people, and some people didn't make it. It's unfortunate. This is the world we live in. The world is crazy, man. Do you understand? The devil is winning. People don't understand that. That's why I tell people on my lives, man, those that watch me know what it is. If you haven't tapped into one of my lives, fuck with it. Sometimes I go live on this channel or my big channel, Gunners Collective TV. If you're not subscribed, go fuck with it. That's my main channel. But I tell people on the lives, I was just telling them the other day, prepare. Preparation is key in life, man. Prepare for what's going on. Do you see the civil unrest going on in Texas? Where they're about to have civil war against the United States of America just because they don't want to allow illegal immigrants to cross their borders. I understand that, but at the same time, wow, that's different, right? The world is in chaos. It is changing. So stay prepared. I prepare. I got a gang of arroz. You know, Mexicans, we like Spanish rice, right? I don't know how the tomato sauce is going to work out, but fuck it, eh? You know what I mean? We're going to try to do what we do. I got sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm going to make some new shit up. Go Raiders. We got water and fuel and liquor and things, you know, commodities. One of the homies just put me up on game. He says, hey, you need to save Jolly Ranchers too to get the kids' morale up in wartime. If you prepare and you're not ill prepared, things are going to go righteous for you. You know, at least you can say you tried for your family. That's what men do. You know, if you're ill prepared and you're like, shit ain't going to happen until it happens, homes. You know, I've seen plenty of people hit a prison yard ill prepared, homes, and then there's pieces put in them. You know, Vato's not learning how to secure a piece properly so they don't take one out there when they were supposed to have one on them at all times. And now, guess what? Now they ain't got nothing but a stinky booty hole out there, right? And people like Wes are pulling all kinds of shit. Hold my VCR. Nah, that's my dick, right? And he's pulling whatever out of his asshole to handle his business. So it happens. Be prepared. But as far as this case goes in the desert, I think as time goes on and as we learn a little bit more, you know, the media is going to steer it where they want to. I don't think we're truly going to know what this is all about unless you're set up with one of the guys and he decides to tell you. You know, if these are even the guys that did this, you know, I'm pretty sure they are. In most cases, these detectives are smarter than a lot of us. They do their proper investigation and they get who they're going to got. But you know, there are times when innocent people are just fucking locked up immediately because they want... See, when let me give you game. Knowledge you can't get in college. When a lot of these cases go mainstream, meaning they become national news, the people demand to get someone to get caught. They're going to catch someone. They're going to work extra hard, right? To catch someone. They're going to serve someone up on a plate. And the district attorney is going to go hard in the paint to get that conviction because this is what the people are crying out for. There's blood in that desert, so people are crying out for justice, right? Whether it be the families or regular old people that watch CNN, they're crying out for justice. It's just the way it is. So you notice they always catch people, but they catch people in the cases they want to catch people in, right? When there's other cases that they really ain't tripping on and, you know what I'm saying, then you notice nothing ever happens. Again, I say, you know, this world that we live on, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Whether you will pay attention to it or not is totally up to you. I'm not dumb enough to be fun enough. I'm understanding exactly what it is, man. That's why I'm not out wiggling on the streets at night. People, oh, you're scared to be out on these streets, homie. You ain't out. I say, catch me inside. How about that? Right? I'm staying home. And I'm going to tell you why I'm staying home. Because my abuelito told me back in the days, hey, mijo, there ain't nothing out there for you but fucking prison and death. Past 10 o'clock at night, unless a torta rings your pager and it's major, and you have to slide through. First, go through Jack in the Box. You know they like the egg rolls, and then you go give your egg roll. You're cool. But to be out there wiggling on the streets, kicking back, partying, thinking it's all good, man, your night can change just like that. Your life can change just like that. There's nothing for me. See, I used to wiggle back on the streets, and all there was skante smoke and hood rats. I'm cool. I'm not involved, right? I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing. When you're involved in crime or in an aspect of crime or you're involved in wiggling out there, even if you're not involved in crime, you're just out there partying, having a good time. Oh, my, like a Johnny Gill song, how your life can change. Put on your red dress, slip on your high heels. Because, hey, Tyrone's going to be your celly. And you know what's next. And what you're swallowing ain't pills. I can rap too, Lefty Gunplay. So I'm just saying, look, when it comes to this story right here, I just wanted to give you guys game. I don't really know exactly the reasoning behind it. Like I said, the word on the curb is it had something to do with the drug deal. And I can tell you, man, just from what I've seen and what I heard, it looks like the people who got killed were involved in trying to burn somebody. You know, I noticed that most murders or most things that I've seen in life has always been either over disrespect or someone trying to get over on the next man. You know, if you can make a person mad enough to want to take your life, man, usually it's very personal. Now, there is aspects where it's business. Hey, Spence, homie, I had to kill you. It's just business, nothing personal. Not Charlie, fuck, my throat being cut from here to here is very personal. It's very explosive, right? So, I think any type of murder becomes personal, but to get a person to that level or to that point, more than likely it's you did something wrong to him. You did him dirty. So I don't blame anyone. It's not a good look, man. Unfortunate that people come up missing, but it happens all the damn time. I don't even understand how this made national news. I think they just ran out of what to run that day. You know, the new Spider-Man movie wasn't popping. So, you know, everyone's tired of talking about lefty gunplay, right? So they just said, fuck it, we're going to tell you about these fucking 6 spices that are caught in a desert slipping. It's ugly, it's unfortunate, but it's real and it happens all the time. You know, if you involve yourself in the drug trade, if you involve yourself in the gangs, if you involve yourself in anything illegal, illicit, or you're just out there fucking up on accident, right? You can get killed. My boy always tells me, hey, bro, do you ever trip about Vatos wanting to get you? I said, shit, I could walk out my door and a feather could fall on my head and give me a concussion. Then I can't play in the game, period. So I'm going to tell you this, bro. In life, every day is a risk, carnal. It's not just fucking, you know, but it becomes more of a risk. You're more at risk when you put yourself in a position of at-risk shit. When you're out there thinking you're cool or involving yourself for monetary gain in drugs or the trade or whatever, Holmes, then you know what it is. See, real ones that are involved in that lifestyle, they know what time it is. And that's just it. Anyways, so that is my spill wholeheartedly to the best of my knowledge on what's going on there. You know, again, condolences to all the families who lost loved ones and condolences to the family who lost loved ones that are incarcerated behind it because it's a lose-lose situation. Everybody loses. Do I think this is gang related? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. It could be quite possibly, but it didn't look like the guys they arrested were part of that, part of the shenanigans. It looks like they, you know, were on some old other shit. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get every single thing that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, the struggle to strive. I'm going to continue to do what I does because I am what I was. And that's just it, man. Again, the lug that I dropped, the knowledge that I gave you that I didn't learn at Hill College, right, is prepare, man. Prepare for life because you never know when shit's going to go down, man. Do you want to be that one poop butt where your family's having to do a car wash to bury you? It's unfortunate that people have to do that. I've done that for plenty of my family members. I've done that for plenty of my homeboys, you know. You know, I have to look in their mother's eyes and I can not only see grief from losing a son or losing a daughter, but I could also look and see embarrassment that their kid was so ill prepared or put them in that position. Don't put your family in that position. It's an ugly, unfortunate thing. And guess what? If you're one of my homies, I don't have no money to give you. I'm hoping you fucking do a car wash for me. Bang, bang. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's bringing you guys the best possible content I can on YouTube and doing that thing that I do, man. And that's just being me. Again, I wanted to say one more thing since I have a lot to say. A lot of people haven't been getting my notifications. I advise you, this is just my advice. If you like to tune into certain content creators that are your favorites or you just like their shit, make sure that you hit that notification bell and change it from personalized to all. And then you'll be abreast of all the dope content that everyone, including myself, is kicking. I'm sure it will be highly appreciated by others. Again, support the Raza channel, support the brother channels, the white channel. Fucking support everyone. Even the guys that are over there doing mukbangs. This is the gun. Bang, bang.